of monsters, and your friend who's very glad to be back doing this show again this week, Savvy. And we're here to play Monster of the Week. Before we do that, the chat says the stream
I fixed
is
it.
muted.
I fixed it already.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making
it was the
sure.
first like 3 seconds were muted because
Okay.
Yeah, OBS.
Great. Thanks,
Woo.
chat. Good job, OBS. You've done a great job. Anyway, before we get started, we have a couple of announcements for this week. You saw our promo video at the beginning of the stream with all of our wonderful shows listed on it. We have a couple of changes this week, however, a couple of special things as well. So our next show after this would be on Tuesday. Unfortunately, EOS is going on hiatus for a little bit. It'll be back. Never fear. But we are without Barry for a little bit, so we're going to take a break from that, and we're going to play some other stuff. So we're still going to be streaming with the same crew every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And this week, we are going to revisit Overarms. So if you liked that, coming out on Tuesday, we're going to play some more Overarms. You get Overarms twice this week. It's going to be great. And then on Wednesday, we have a special one-shot, which GB is running, so I'll let him talk about it in just a moment. But it's going to be on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time here on Game Nights. And then on Thursday, unfortunately, we will not have a new episode of Wild Space because our wonderful DM is going to be traveling. And the rest of the week is the same. So it's a little wonky this week, but we'll be back to mostly normal next week. And we still got a lot of fun stuff happening. So I'm going to let these fine folk around me introduce themselves and tell you who they are and where you can find them and what they got going on this week and who they're playing today. And I believe we start with GB.
Graybeard to Graybeard's Tavern. Check my Twitter schedule for if you want to see what I do. Real quick, I'm going to say something about the Wednesday game. I am literally sending you stuff right now, Savannah, for it, and we will make that happen. Zombie apocalypse, real live. The people are playing themselves, and we're going to be starting here in the tavern and surviving the apocalypse. But other than that, today I'm playing Rexy Machina, and she is a professional flake. I mean, something along those lines. I love her so. That's me, GB.
It's me, right? Yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid. I am very happy about Professional Flake. I enjoy that very much, and we also love Rexy in general. You can find me here a lot. But yeah, I don't have anything till Friday. We'll do Neon Souls. It'll be great. But right now, literally right now, I will be playing Sally. She is a monstrous chosen extraordinaire. Yes. I think it's Rob. I don't recall.
We've done 35
It is,
episodes of this,
definitely.
and I still have no idea.
I know. I just go last.
There's lots of shows, guys. It's hard to remember order sometimes.
Listen, remembering is hard when you forget what you're supposed to remember. And with that insightful note, I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob. I remembered that. So that's something. You can find me at Twitter at bonus_stage_Rob, on Twitch at twitch.tv/bonus_stage_Rob. And you can find me here playing Travis, the Spell-Slinger, who likes to steal things.
You done did it. Hi, I'm LB Hackemup, and you can find me at LB Hackemup on the Twitters and the Twitches. Later tonight, I don't know if I'm going to be here. I might be in the other room, but we're playing on Indoors channel. We're doing Tomb of Annihilation. Monday, we are doing Four Keeps on Indoors channel. Tuesday, I will not be doing anything. Wednesday, I will not be doing anything, but Thursday, I will be doing something on my channel. We're going to be playing some sort of horror game, or we're going to play Monster Prom again because that was super fun. And then you can check my Twitter schedule for all the other things. I'm going to be doing some guest spots on this channel this weekend, so woo! But I won't be here. I'll be there, but not my home. And that's me. I'll be Hackemup.
Forgot what my unmute button was. Hi, it's me. I'm Sean, the Kraken King on Twitter. I play in lots of things on this channel. I play in everything on this channel. So you can find me here when we're live. I don't have anything new going on, just the usual stuff. You can find my whole schedule posted on my Twitter, which I'm now realizing I think is out of date. I need to update it. I play Win, the Wronged, because he's been wronged in so many ways. And that's me.
Wonderful. Sorry, like 3 of you just sent me messages on Discord all at once and I got really scared. Okay. I'm terrified. It's okay. Crisis averted. So, I'm Savvy at Savvy Seaworth on Twitter. You know where to find me. It's mostly here. We can talk more about that stuff later before we go away. But let us play some Monster of the Week. Where the heck did my music go? All my stuff is out of order. There we go. All right. Last time on... Y'all are fucking killing me with these messages.
What are you doing to Savvy? She's got to run a game. Leave her alone.
Just really made me laugh. Sorry. Okay, so last time on Slaying 101, we went to the carnival, and some of you had fun, and some of you did crimes, and some of you got very scared and ran away. You went to a carnival. You saw a lot of strange things along the way. There were a couple of odd visions and premonitions of giant furry fists and large behemoth spiders and other things. But you went to the carnival, won a bunch of stuffed animals in Sally's case. Travis sneaking into the big top tent where these shows take place on Friday and Saturday nights, finding some odd things. So a few dressing rooms, meeting a couple of the performers inadvertently, some animatronic creatures, a couple of tigers and a lion and a few other things, oh my, and making his way into the biggest dressing room back there, opening a magically locked chest, finding a bunch of horror movies, and also a bunch of magic stuff, components, crystals, hex bags, etc., etc. You know the drill. There were 6 of you because Heathcliff is there, and I just remembered he's there on a very nice date with Rex. The 6 of you made your way into the tent that evening for the Friday night show, the Friday night family show, as they put it on the flyer to check it out. And as the performers were preparing to begin, off in the distance on the other side of the tent, Victoria saw a spooky sight in the form of a very famous clown from a very famous movie about a clown, and promptly noped out of the tent, Wynn following close on her heels. So we are going to, first of all, thank our good friend G-Master for gifting a bunch of subs just now. Thank you so much for supporting us. We love you. And then we're going to pick back up right where we left off. Victoria has run away.
Walked quickly, thank you.
She politely made her way out of the tent so as not to step on anyone's feet, and then walked very quickly out of the tent. Where are you going?
Not here.
Just out?
Out. Where my feet take me, probably towards the front entrance.
Okay, so instinctually making her way towards the front entrance, probably to the car, without really thinking about it, when you follow behind and you see Victoria just beelining toward the front gate.
Just like jogging to catch up. Y'all good? Are we just leaving?
I see a lot of fucked up shit, okay? I see a lot of fucked up shit. I'm not dealing with fucking Pennywise, alright? I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Is that the name of the clown?
Yes, that's the name of the clown from It. Not dealing with it.
Rat? Okay. Rat, let's go back to the car then. I'm sure they can. We're not here to fight anything tonight, so they'll scout it out. We'll meet them back at the cars. Sound good?
Yes.
You're
Grabs her big tiger.
just like puts a hand on her back as we walk out and just starts looking around and like, I'll make sure no evil clowns get you.
Okay, and the two of you make your way to the car. The other three of you and Heathcliff, still in the tent, still in your seats. Victoria ran away.
I think it was the corn dog.
Rexy will just lean to Heathcliff and be like, I think they're just going to go have sex.
Oh, that's true too.
Probably.
At a carnival? Like, come on.
Hey, why do you think I suggested that we go on my bike?
I mean, I do have to say, that's usually when you get killed by the psycho clown, is when you're having sex at the carnival, you know, in the movies anyway.
So we'll keep an eye.
So should we? All right.
Yeah, but in the movies, they're not a psychic and a highly trained monster killer. I think they'll be fine. Grabs popcorn. Well, let's do this. Come on.
All
All
right.
right.
You grab your popcorn, you settle into your seats, and you wait for the show to begin. After a couple more minutes, as people are sort of filing in, you do see a lot of families here, like you did earlier. This one happens on a Friday night, it's a little earlier in the evening. So lots of kids with their parents. It's a sort of family-friendly environment on Friday nights that everybody settles in, and the lights, after a moment over the ring, begin to go down. You sit in darkness for just a moment, and then you see in the center of the ring, sort of in mostly darkness, a figure walk out into the center, and a spotlight turns on. And they are dressed as a younger woman, probably late 20s, maybe 30, sort of blonde hair pulled back in a ponytail. This very sort of classic circus ringmaster's outfit, top hat, tails, the whole 9 yards, as some music begins to play, and she speaks. She says, "Welcome, one. Welcome all to Mortimer Melf's magnificent menagerie of merriment and mayhem. For tonight's family show, I am your host with the most, your ringmaster, your mistress of ceremonies, Jane A. Bailey. Prepare yourselves for a mystical night of wonder. There is more at play here than just a good show. Real magic is in the air tonight, friends, and we will witness it together." And this sort of poppy music begins to swell, and the lights begin to flash and change. The curtain opens at the back of the tent again, and you see moving out into the ring a few large forms. The spotlights sort of swirl around for a moment, and then as they find them, you see a lion and two large white tigers, followed by their trainers, enter the arena. Real ones. The show goes on for a while. It's very exciting. The animals do some pretty complex, great tricks with their trainers. The music shifts after a while. There are acrobats, there are dancers, there are lots of pyrotechnics, there are lots of lighting effects and special effects. And from the way this place looks on the outside, they seem way more complicated and expensive than you would have expected. So you sit and enjoy the show. Is there anything you would like to do while it's happening?
After a very calculated amount of sneaking away and having sex time, Rex will text Win and Victoria and be like, "Are you guys dead?" Question mark, question mark.
Quinn will text back, unless Victoria does first, and just be like,
No.
nah, we're good. We'll meet you guys back at the cars.
Keep an eye out for Pennywise.
No Pennywise at all thus far.
That
Or
you
the-
saw.
And then Rex will send a GIF of Pennywise from James Bond, and then an emoji with the winky tongue out.
Who's that?
I don't know. I was about to ask you.
Reverse image search. Just asshole.
All right. Anything else?
Just keeping an eye on any shenanigans by anyone working there. Just, anyone looks shifty or like they're not doing what they're supposed to. But also just having a fucking ball and just eating your popcorn. Like, this is great.
Yeah, it's especially for a traveling circus and for something like this, it's a really good show. It's very exciting. Aside from, the use of live animals, which is always kind of sad, but they seem well taken care of as far as you can tell. And everybody has a really good time. It's great. The acrobats are exciting. The dancers are well choreographed. It's all very exciting.
In opposition to Sally looking at, for what's not supposed to be there, Rex is watching people to see if like some little kid all of a sudden screams or, is freaking out and trying to run away or something.
Okay. Yeah, the two of you keep an eye out. Nothing really out of the ordinary. If anything, you would expect there to be at least one sort of disruptive child in here, because when you take kids to things and they have to sit for a long time, kids get antsy. It's fine. But everyone's like in it, just into it. No screaming children. Lots of cheering and clapping and things. People doing flips off the backs of an elephant. But yeah. Anything else?
This is great. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, nobody's nightmare is perfectly normal circus.
The owner of the circus is trying to get some insurance money.
Probably. We need a dog.
What?
Rexy just waves at you both and then sends a Scooby-Doo gif with the zoinks.
Got it. It took a second. I'm sorry. I was distracted.
Okay. Well, yeah, you watch the show. It begins to wind down. There is sort of a final finale with the entire cast, and I don't know, they do a big musical number. That seems like fun. And the tigers are in it, and it's really great. It's very impressive. But yeah,
confetti cannon.
Yeah, there's confetti. There's tons of lights. There's some gouts of flame on the sides of things. It's very exciting finale. Yeah, the show ends. The music begins to wind down as the performers take a bow and leave the arena until you are left with just your ringmaster, Jane Bailey, in the center, sort of waving to everyone good night, telling the audience thank you for coming. And be sure to return tomorrow night for Saturday night's famous Horror Nights show. And au revoir.
All right, I have a plan. You two, go hit on her and see if there's like an after party situation. Maybe we can cozy up to some of the carnival workers. She's bound to like one of you. What?
You want me to hit on the ringleader?
Yeah.
How do I schmooze with her? Hey, I really like the way you tame those lions.
I mean, you could tell her she looks
got-
really nice in a top hat.
I mean, who doesn't look nice in a top hat?
You don't have to tell her that. Don't lead with that part.
All right, fair enough.
Rex, you too.
Got it.
Me and Heath will finish off the popcorn.
And she holds Heathcliff's hand and gives it a little shake and like, I'll be back. And then turns. And then it's like she kind of pops away. And then after like 3 steps, it becomes that military step walk like lump, 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 Terminator style.
Travis walks away singing, I'm in love with a carny.
Okay, so the two of you, y'all are cracking me up today. The two of you make your way where?
To find the ringleader.
Yeah, you know, if they're saying goodbye to the crowd and people are passing by them or whatever, we would probably linger, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So she has sort of come up to the edge of the ring as people are filing out, knowing that some people might want to talk, take pictures, that kind of thing. People are filing out, giving kids high fives, stuff like that. And the two of you start to make your way up to her. She's kind of shuffling people along. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, it's amazing. You remind me of Moxie from Borderlands. Can I get a picture with you?
Absolutely.
And
Kind of
so
makes her way up to the wall.
Rexy does
Strikes a pose.
does the selfie thing. I mean, it's got to be an exciting life, right?
Oh well, it's not all glitter and light shows, but yeah.
Come on, like a different town, city every week or two? I mean, I bet you've been places we've never even heard of.
Fair enough. Well, I'm also one of the ones unloading the trucks every week. It's a small company.
So what do you guys, what do y'all do for fun? Like, after a successful show, right? I mean, theater kids go to the diner in their stage makeup. What do you do?
You have discovered our secret. Usually we take off all this makeup and go to a bar.
Nice.
Well, I mean, we're from the area, so if you need any bar recommendations, we'd be happy to show you around.
And do you guys get recognized and autographs and that kind of thing?
Usually without the top hat, it's hard for people to tell. Travis, can you go ahead and roll to manipulate someone?
What you talking about?
She's a pretty lady in show business. I think she knows what you're doing.
What are you
Or she
talking
thinks she knows what you're doing.
about? Oh gosh, is that cool? Oh, hot doesn't exist in this one. This is an
Charm.
apocalypse world.
Play too many of these.
There we go, charm. Oh, sister, that's a level up. But that's a big fat failure.
That is a big 4. Okay. She smile never leaves her face, kind of waves at a few other people who are moving by and says, "So glad you enjoyed the show." And she leans in and says, "Listen, I know what you're trying to do. You're not the first, you won't be the last, and it's not cute."
Man's got to shoot his shot, right?
Yeah, try for somebody in your own league, Tony.
Tony.
Aww. Aww. Rexy does that. Aww. And then she'll be like, "Yeah, there's probably no killer clowns or anything here anyway." And just says it bluntly and then tries to pull Travis away.
Oh, we don't have clowns. They're creepy.
Okay. That's
Not even for
cool.
your horror show?
I mean,
We don't need them.
oh, 'cause I mean, that would scare the hell out of some people. but well, it was nice meeting you. And Rexy will be trying to pull Trav away. We're coming back for the horror tomorrow, so we'll see you then, and we won't be as embarrassing, I hope.
See you tomorrow, sweetie. You move away, having offended or angered your target.
Or both.
She continues to sort of wave people out of the tent, taking pictures as they're lifting up like little kids, letting them sit on the wall, that kind of thing. But the two of you leave the tent.
Y'all walk out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we go back to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, otherwise, just Sal's up there like,
I assume you're all
Joe
going together. Yeah, Sally, from your perspective, as far as you can tell, it went really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just talking to Heathcliff. We're finishing off the popcorn. Just, yeah. Did you enjoy yourself? Was it fun?
Yeah, there's something about popcorn from somewhere else. I don't know how they make it taste so well. It's here in the movie theater. It's almost like witchcraft.
It really is. I mean, depending on the theater. Not anything locally, though. But yeah, I mean, you just can't make it at home.
No,
like
I
they
don't
do.
know how to do it.
No.
Though I do make an excellent spicy popcorn. I will have to get all of you to try.
Really?
Using
How do you do that?
It's a Thai spicy pepper. You ground it down into a very, very fine powder. Get in with the butter, coat the popcorn.
I got my phone. I gotta
I'll
write this
make
down. Yeah. No, keep going.
Travis and Rex, you get back, and Heathcliff is talking about a popcorn recipe.
Are you telling him about the pepcorn?
Yes.
You knew about this?
Oh yeah, he makes it all the time. It's awesome.
I gotta try this. So, went well? It looks like it went well.
No, it went horribly. Turns out, this may surprise you, I can't flirt for shit.
I mean, I think you're cute, so I assumed. I don't know.
Well, it appears I'm an acquired taste, so I'm glad you acquired it.
Fair.
And I'm real good at you want to have sex, but the flirty part, I don't get it. It doesn't work out for me.
No, fair. I know you're pretty
That's me
appealing,
totally
though.
playing into my negative number in charm.
I mean, in any event, at least good news is they don't have clowns tomorrow, so...
They don't have clowns?
No, they're too creepy. And they said, and I quote, "We don't need them." So, nothing to worry about. So
All right,
Victoria
gotta
doesn't have
see
to,
this.
like, pussy out of tomorrow.
No, fair enough. All right. I mean, did we find out what the hell's going on? Was it the corn dog?
No, they said they were alive, so I assume the sex went well.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. They gave us a hard time. Jeez. Okay. Well, let's get back to the cars then, I guess.
Okay. You make your way out of the tent, the four of you, and back out of the carnival and to the cars. Exactly where you left them. Wynn and Victoria in one of them.
We're sitting on the hood, leaning back, looking at the stars.
So it went well then.
Was that a
What?
question?
No, it was a statement.
Well, good. What'd you find out?
They don't have clowns tomorrow.
They don't have clowns at all, apparently.
And what did I see?
What are you talking about?
I said look out for Pennywise because I saw Pennywise. That's why I left.
You said that to who? I'm sorry. It was just a really great shot. I wasn't even looking at my phone.
Rex is like, me. Sorry.
Huh.
Forward.
I don't know, maybe somebody dressed up as them? I don't know.
Do you cosplay at carnivals?
That's 2020. Fuck it.
That'd be cool.
Did you guys see anything weird during the show?
Other than it actually being really good.
Did you look for magic?
Yeah, no,
No,
keeping an eye out
Victoria.
for any weird shit, but nah.
Okay.
We went for a perfectly normal trip to the carnival like we are known to do.
I looked
Of
for
course we
screaming
looked
kids.
for magic. What?
Well, I assumed if it was something that we can't see and only someone can see, like some kind of illusion or something, then a terrified little kid would definitely be something like, oh, he's looking at a cute little whatever, juggler, and they're screaming in terror. Cute juggler, screaming terror. Something would be wrong. And that way, I would also know that I can't just shoot the next nasty monster thing I see, because it could actually be someone else, not a monster. But I'm just seeing a monster because it's an illusion. And
Is
you
it
see
weird that I
Rexy's,
followed that?
Rexy's doing the math
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that actually made sense in a weird, strange roundabout way.
Nah, I'm completely lost. Sorry.
Right. So we didn't really pick up anything today.
Nah, horror show's smart.
Pennywise.
Well, no, I mean, yes, we saw that. You
It
found
didn't
some
come out
stuff.
to play. It
We
was-
know that the psychic is a psychic.
Right. Did they say anything? I don't remember. Did they say anything that might have helped us?
I think she just said you shouldn't be here and you need to stop asking questions and you need to go home.
Yeah.
No, she just wanted us to go home.
Oh,
Right.
wait. When I was backstage, there were cages and shit.
Yeah.
There were not animals.
In the cages.
Like anywhere. There were
Were there
This
animals in the
is-
show?
this is me forgetting what exact I saw silhouettes, but were they like fake? They were animatronic,
You saw
essentially,
animatronics.
right?
They were,
Yeah.
You saw some animatronic animals backstage.
But no real.
Yeah,
animals.
there were animals,
No real ones.
but
And
they
you said you
definitely
found-
weren't real.
You said you found like a box with some like costumes in it.
No, not costumes, like horror DVDs and stuff. Like this is definitely like what I found is definitely a trunk filled with inspiration for this horror show. But like there was magic there tonight, just not the way that we thought.
Right.
So were the animals we saw just now animals? Or were they robots? Because if they were robots, they were awesome.
I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest.
So
Animal
whoever's
robots?
doing
Beast Wars?
this is using magic to make the carnival better?
I guess
Wow.
so. Maybe it's less sinister and more misguided.
I mean, people have gone missing though, and been
No.
attacked.
They just gotten hurt. Nothing else we found in research to this was like missing people or anything, right? It was just when they
No, some people have
Just people-
gotten hurt or been attacked. No one's died and no one's gone missing.
I mean, it just sounds like somebody that doesn't completely understand what they're doing with magic. Speaking of somebody who doesn't completely understand what he's doing with magic.
Right.
So someone started dabbling to make the show better, but maybe got in over their head and now they made something that's actually hurting people?
That seems plausible, right?
Hmm.
Possible as anything else.
Heathcliff, how's your nose?
Fine.
All right. Let's walk around, because there's got to be, where there's real animals, there's poop. So let's walk around and look for scat.
I understand.
Tiger scat, I guess. What other animals did we saw? An elephant. There was how the hell do you not? Yeah, there's got to be. And Rexy just walks off, like probably where people shouldn't be, like where animal cages would be or something.
I'll help. Heathcliff follows behind.
Well, whoever's doing this is somebody that's with the carnival year round. Is everyone here traveling, or do they hire locals and only a few people are like regulars on the carnival?
They said it was a small company, so take it for what you will. They also said they usually go out to a bar, so I mean, we could just skulk around trying to find them.
That sounds like a good plan, actually. Try to bump into them at outside of all this and get the lowdown.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be me.
Maybe.
Why am I not working at night? Sal's gonna text and see if there's an uptick.
I may have tried to flirt with the ringleader.
I told him to.
Yeah, it wasn't my idea.
For what?
Information, intel.
Oh.
She shot you down.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, not my best work.
Well,
Hey,
we just
I
have
can
to
show
get.
you around town. I'm a local.
Ooh.
Not my best.
She call you Townie.
No, but I felt it. You know.
Right.
Well, maybe we just need to get Vic close enough so she can scan all of them. Get a read on who might be, if they're all going to be in one place, try to get a read on who's on the up and up.
Right.
Mind bomb them.
Or maybe we can get some Insta and, Twitter stories going of, like, good local bars and make it mine. Two birds with one stone there, just saying.
I mean, to be fair, I was going to recommend your bar, but after I struck out, I figured that would be the last place you'd want to go if I had said that.
Well, I'm
That's
sure
probably a good thing.
We could just follow him there. But once we figure out who this person is, Lynn, I think you should talk to them as the local authority on magic usage.
Yeah, no, I mean, if this is just a misunderstanding, then I think just a polite conversation,
Right.
pointing them in the direction of some people that might be able to help, because nothing they've done so far is, a capital offense by any means.
Right.
So
We got to get you a badge, magical sheriff. The local authority.
Hey.
I am kind of the magical sheriff here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
I'm like your deputy.
Well, no. Wait, isn't Davian, like, in charge?
All right,
No.
Davian is retired.
Father Donovan?
Donovan is twice retired.
Well, Donovan's in charge of everything, but Cedar Grove is like my
So
territory
he's like
now.
the sergeant. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I cannot talk tonight.
Sheriff magic.
Is this the British accent
Deputy
trying
magic.
to fight into my body?
we can.
trying to
It's
take you over.
happening right now. We
It's
can
trying.
see it.
Listen, I'll go get my cowboy boots. Meet him at the bar.
Alright.
Okay, you make this plan while Rex and Heathcliff, following close behind, are making their way sort of around the carnival. You can see sort of from where you are at as you make your way around one side of the tent, the trucks and everything was loaded into. You don't see anything back there that would reasonably transport a live animal. But you make your way around. You see a couple of people sort of milling about back there, moving some boxes around, unloading some more stuff, probably for tomorrow. No sign of animals though.
One of those people who's walking or loading trucks or whatever, Rex will say, "Guys, where's all the elephant poop?" Just say that. See how they react.
You just see one of them sort of turn and look over at you like, and then just kind of turn back and keep having their conversation.
No, really, this is like the freshest smelling carnival ever. Where are all the animals?
We're just really good.
I guess Rexy just gets awkward and is doing the math in her head. Like, no, you're not. Oh, okay. Well, carry on.
Hey, if you think we're good, leave us a 5-star review on Yelp. I'm sorry, I was supposed to say that.
I understand. And Rexy gets out her phone, but she takes pictures of all the license plates on the truck while she's pretending to.
All right, you do. But yeah. No traces of animals.
We'll look them up later.
All right. You return to the group with new information and Heathcliff
No poop.
in tow. Rex returns.
No poop.
I've been around elephants for an extended period of time. That's impossible.
Why?
What?
Why?
I've been with a lot of caravans. It was a long time ago.
All right. So
So
we're
they're
gonna
lying.
wait. Right, obviously. So we're just gonna wait for them to finish up, go to a bar. Ugh, I need another Red Bull. That sleep is wearing off. It's like you have to do it every night or something.
It is kind of like you have to do it every night.
It's
unfortunately.
recommended by everyone.
What if I could?
All right, so we'll follow them in the car. Keep Travis away. And see what we get.
Sounds good.
Hopefully, we can just resolve all this with a conversation. That sounds like a good idea, actually. I'd like to not get stabbed again. All right, break.
Great. So yeah, let's okay.
All right. So you hop in the cars, on the bikes, however it is. I don't remember how you guys got here.
Two cars.
Two cars? All right. You hop into
And my bike. I had Travis with his arms around my waist. It was great.
All right. You make your way somewhere. Where are you going?
I thought we were kind of like gonna
Keeping an eye on the carnival.
yeah,
folk
we were
and-
gonna move away, like not sit in the parking lot and wait for them, but move away and wait and then tail the.
Excellent.
see where folks go.
All right. So you pull off sort of to the side of the parking lot under some trees, turn off the headlights, and wait as people slowly file out of the carnival. You wait a while. It's about an hour or so later. You start to see coming around the side, as if they sort of come from a back entrance. They're outside the fence, kind of making their way around to the parking lot. The three of you recognize Jane, the ringmaster, and several others, a couple of the dancers, a couple of the acrobats, the cast from the show, and then a couple of people sort of dressed in blacks making their way to a few cars in the parking lot. They chat for a minute. You see a couple people sort of pulling out their phones, looking up a couple of things, and then they get in their cars and drive away. You follow them, you tail them for a bit. They drive a little slow, not knowing the area, so they're easy to keep up with. But eventually they pull up downtown outside the familiar facade of the Centurion.
Yes! I knew it was worth it to take out those ads. We get all this out of town business. Yes.
And after a moment, they get out and make their way inside. This group of about, I would say, 8 people total make their way into the bar. What do you
Wait
do?
about 5 minutes and then go in.
Can I mind if I go first? I'm just gonna, maybe make things nice with giving them like a free round or something. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Sally heads into the bar alone. You head in, make your way, I assume, behind the bar.
Oh,
because
I tell Todd like,
you
hey,
can.
just by the way, it's a hard-hitting group. They're from out of town. They're from like the carnival thing. So can we get them just like a round of shots or something?
He nods and sort of he makes his way sort of over to the table. Very nice, charismatic guy. That's why you hired him. He talks to them for a minute, introducing himself. Heard about the show. Can't wait to go tomorrow. And then offers them a round of drinks, which they gladly accept. He goes, pours a bunch of shots, makes his way back over with a tray. They all cheer for Todd, as people do. And yeah, they seem happy. Free drinks, all a shot in now. Be that what it may.
Cool.
So the
Ready?
rest of you wait a few minutes and head in. Is everyone going in?
No.
No.
Travis stays in the car and Rex stays in the car.
Yeah, they both talk to these people, so we don't want them with
Okay.
us.
Aw. Okay.
We don't want them.
Okay. Travis and Rex, do you stay in the car? Because you don't have to.
I'm not going inside.
They go to the bar across the street.
Yeah.
It's Nails and Hammered. It's just down the road. Y'all can go get a Manny.
Alright.
Okay.
Or, backup, whatever.
Oh, we go
Ah,
in.
just send me an SOS and I'll come in. Fire. Blaze. Looks at Sally. Gently. I'll come in gently.
All right.
When and Victoria come in, Win just has his arm around her and is kind of like moving a little bit, trying to play up like night out at the bars. Maybe they've been to a couple, like, and then like find a table like near enough to the group that she can get a read on them.
Okay. Well, Todd knows you probably, so he greets you as you come in the door, kind of waves.
Hey, Todd.
Hey.
Goes back to work. He knows you'll call him if you need anything.
Is the psychic lady there?
She's not.
Okay, good.
You don't see her.
I'm gonna try and get a read on these people then.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well,
Pull up a thing.
this could be investigate a mystery or reading a bad situation.
Okay, let's. We're doing the people more than the. Let's just do investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Is it?
I'm gonna use my +1 forward for the mystery just because it seems like a good time to do it.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So that is a partial success. Don't know how anyone would help you with your brain power stuff. So you can ask one question.
All right. Oh boy. What is being concealed here? What are they trying to hide? It's
Oh.
their brain space.
Okay. You sit there for a moment, Win sort of covering and playing it off as best he can. Todd comes over, talks to you for a second. Maybe you order a couple of drinks. And Victoria, you reach out with your mind to see what's going on with these people. You do just sort of a quick scan over all of them. Most of them, you got really nothing exciting. Most of them are sort of younger people who have had a really long day at work and a good show, and so they're a little amped up and they're a couple of shots in and they're just excited to be here. Nothing really exciting going on, no monsters. You reach out toward Jane, who you have not seen before, but she is sort of a late 20s, early 30s young woman, sort of long blonde hair. She's got it pulled back now in like a long braid, thin, built like a dancer. You sort of know her type, and seems to be sort of the center of attention for the most part, but smiling, laughing, having a good time. You reach out to her and you get this very, very faint, almost like a magical footprint. Like they're just like the vestiges of a little bit of magic left. It's so faint that you almost don't notice it at first, and then you kind of catch it as you're pulling away. I mean, this would be your most basic of magic, switchcraft, that kind of thing. So nothing massive, nothing major. And then you reach out to the girl sitting next to her. She is built similarly. She is built like a dancer, sort of slim build. She's smaller than Jane. She's got this brown hair. You wouldn't notice her in a crowd. She's just sort of plain. And you reach out into her mind and you feel, after a second, a wall go up.
Victoria is going to grab her phone and pull up the camera and face it away from them, but take a picture like she's taking a selfie with Wynn, and grab a picture of the two girls.
Okay.
And send it on. She's going to, it'll be a Snapchat, so she'll like draw on it, be like, this one can use magic, this one put up a wall when I was getting into her mind, so she might have something to do with it.
Okay, you all receive this Snapchat. Those of you that were in the show itself, you recognize Jane, and you recognize the other girl as one of the acrobats. Sans makeup, but this is the same girl.
Ringleader and acrobat.
Can we get names, please?
Working on it. And Rexy at the time, like, has her Kevlar Tavi boots off, her feet up, and is trying to do the math on how she's going to get the 7 colors of the rainbow on 10 toes. Anyway, and so then she's on. She starts facial recognition software, try to run these two peeps.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for me plus sharp. For to investigate.
Always the double click. Ooh, 7.
Okay, that's partial success.
Yep.
So you take a look. You don't find anything at first. So it takes a few minutes. You're able to at least find online pretty easily a program for the show, though, that would give the performers' names. So you find one Jane A. Bailey. Easy enough. She's on Facebook, she's on Twitter, she's on Instagram. She's got a profile on Backstage and a couple of other audition websites, that kind of thing. She's easy to find. The other one you have a hard time finding at first. Her name in the program is listed as Rachel McCade. You look for her and she is almost non-existent on the internet. At most, you don't find any social media or anything like that for her. You do find a few photos where she has been sort of included in pictures with like that other cast members have posted. So you recognize Jane again. You recognize a couple of the other performers from the show, but nothing.
Maybe I'll bounce the names back, and I'll add something like Rachel McCade. Anything in magic circles win.
I assume I don't recognize that name or that person.
It's not familiar.
No, but it sounds like that might be our person.
Why don't you send it through to the order?
As you're saying it, as you say that, that's the words come up. You know, like check with Haley.
I reluctant to go to her with all of my problems, but sure. Send it through to Haley, I guess, and be like, "Do you know this person?"
I mean, if that is our person, though, why would they be in the premium suite at the backstage, right? Like, I figured that bedroom would be reserved for the ringleader.
Maybe she runs the show back in backstage.
Or she's the one that gave the ringleader the magic.
Yeah, you said that the ringleader had some sort of like footprint, a trace. Yeah. So she could have been under the effect of a spell. Maybe she's not a user herself.
Power behind the throne, Rexy sends out.
Either way, should talk to both of them. But I'll send the picture to Haley and just be like, "Do you recognize this person or this name?"
Okay, you send that off. A few minutes later, you get a text back. It just says, "No one that I know." And then immediately, why?
Working a job. Let you know if anything comes of it.
You get a text back that says, "I know you're working a job. I sent you on it."
Yeah? So why are you asking?
She just texts you back, "Fuck off."
Well.
No, she hadn't heard anything.
Alright. So it's good to check renegade witches and all.
So I think we need to talk to the two of them alone.
Should we do it tonight, or should we wait till after the show till we see what exactly is going on?
I don't really want to wait until someone else gets hurt. I'd rather do it tonight.
Alright.
I assume they're just like sticking with this crowd of people, though. They're all the other performers. We're not getting any indication that they're going to go anywhere by themselves.
No.
Sal sends another round of shots.
After a minute, as Todd's walking back to the bar, Win and Victoria, you just hear a crowd of people go, "Todd!" Woo!
What do you think would happen if you sent one of them a psychic message that you wanted to talk?
I can't really send them a psychic message. Like, I can read their minds and I can like manipulate their feelings slightly, but I can't like talk in their head. But I mean, we could have Win hack their phone, or Rex hack their phone and send a message that way. What I think personally is that we should wait, and when they get back to the carnival, we can approach them then, where it's not so public, unless you'd rather do it in public.
If they turn out to be more if this is an innocent misunderstanding, then it doesn't really matter what we talk to them. If it's a situation where they're going to attack us, then being in public, they might not just do it outright.
All right. Do you want to be hardball with this, or would you rather it be, hey, look, we're working under the assumption that you are not doing things maliciously, but there are problems that are happening. We have to deal with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I wanted to go with this, is start off on the right foot and see where we go. We can go in and approach them right now, maybe work in a little subtext, see if they pick up on it and want to talk to us alone. If not, we're kind of playing our hand, but we can still approach them later.
All right.
You want to come with me so this isn't so creepy?
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
I'm going to send a text to everyone explaining what we're doing so that, they're on standby.
Sal behind the bar. Well, I'm right here.
Travis and Rex, you get this text as well. Their manicures are probably done by now.
They also get brought over 2 beers and an adorable little pickle plate with little toothpicks stuck into it. Sal called the bar over and sent them something. She felt bad they couldn't come inside.
You get snacks.
Yes, dude. Pickles.
Mm-hmm.
When suggest they wait for a moment where at least some of them have gone up to go to the bathroom or something like that, so there's the fewer people at the table. And then with Victoria gets up and walks around to approach Jane and Rachel.
Okay. You wait for the opportune moment, and you approach the 2 of them sort of sitting there laughing over a couple of mixed drinks. As you approach, you can see, especially Victoria, I think you can feel it, but it's easy to see. There is clearly a shift in demeanor, not in a negative way, but these are people who are used to people approaching them. So you see Rachel sort of point as you walk up, and Jane sort of turns in her chair, so sits up straight, puts on a smile. Hi.
Hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Wayne. This is Vic. We were just wondering what was going on here. There's usually a crowd here at this time of night. So, you guys from around here or celebrate something?
I think you can see in Jane just a little bit of a sigh of relief, and then she catches herself. No, we're not from around here. The carnival that's in town.
Right.
The scary one.
Yeah, remember,
Saturdays.
my buddy Liam was telling me about that the other day. You remember he was talking to us, and he was telling me that he went to the show like last weekend or something. Are you guys still going to be in town after this weekend, or are you guys packing up tonight?
No, this is the final week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't stay in one place for very long.
We're gonna have to get out there to see it. I've heard a lot about the show. It's that's something. How long you guys been doing this for?
Oh gosh. And she kind of looks at Rachel, and Rachel says, "Well, I mean, Melfs has been around for a long time. Probably, I think we're coming up on 75 years. Just recently started touring around and sort of really picking it up. It's gotten really great in the last couple of years. So."
Right. Well, what I heard is something. I actually hadn't heard anything about it before this weekend, but from other people that around campus that have gone in, it seems like it's a hell of a show. My buddy was telling me the things he saw when he was there. I mean, it was strange. It was he said it was almost like magic.
You must have been to the horror show last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of practical effects and stuff. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Right. Well, can't wait to see it. I mean, what sort of things? What you said, practical effects. Like, what sort of things do you use?
You know I can't tell you that, right?
Oh, come on. I mean, it's. We're not going to tell anyone.
Go ahead and roll to manipulate.
All right. Charm.
Here?
She's gonna think you're from a rival carnival.
That is an 8.
Okay. Partial success. So, yeah, she looks between both of you, kind of looks over at Rachel, who is still smiling, but eyes kind of narrowed a little bit. Listen, I really can't tell you. Between you and me, because you seem like not jerks, we've gotten really successful in the last couple of years, and a lot of people are trying to figure out how we do what we do. So
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. No, I get that. Sorry, I didn't mean to push.
You know, I've been told. I have some friends in the theater department. Victoria's gonna pull out her necklace, which has her magic adrenaline shot in it. She's gonna just kind of hold it out and say, you know, they use stuff like this, these like gems where they can reflect the light. She's showing off that she has a magic item to see if she can pick up anything from them on that.
okay, yeah, Jane kind of is very interested and just kind of goes along like, yeah, that's, you know, I mean, smoke and mirrors has been a thing since forever, and she kind of goes on for a moment about different kinds of things, light, makeup, that kind of thing, and you see Rachel, I think, behind her for just a moment, kind of look down at the necklace and then look up at you. And she has this look on her face, Victoria, when she looks at you of like, I mean, I would call it like familiarity. Like she's trying to figure out where she knows you from. And she just kind of shakes her head. And as their couple of friends come back from the bathroom, as she looks down at her phone and says, Jane, we should probably go. We have to be up early tomorrow. And Jane kind of looks at her and looks at the two of you, and she's like, oh, shit.
That sends another round of shots.
Eavesdropping, send another round
They're
of
like
shots.
they're sweet shots though. We're not talking like hard whiskey. Like we're getting to the end of the night. The only way you're gonna choke them down is if it. She sends chocolate pretzels. Don't even ask what they're made of. It's just delicious. Just go for it.
I think that happens, and Jane's like, we can stay for a little bit. I don't think they're like spies or anything.
I'm gonna look at Win. What is he feeling right now?
When?
Yeah.
I think he is a little on edge. You know, putting on a smile, but there's not like, he's strictly like business right now. I think a little bit of apprehension, waiting for this to like go bad at any moment.
Yeah. Okay. Victoria's just gonna, you know, I'm kind of sad that you guys aren't going to be in town a little bit longer. I've always wanted to try my hand at, you know, doing the, you know, card reading or, you know, guessing people's ages, that sort of thing. I have a real talent for reading people.
Oh, Jane like perks up a little bit. Do you do like tarot and stuff?
Well, I mean, I can read the tarot cards, but like, I really am good at like getting a feel for a person and like their vibe, you know? Like my friends say I'm really good at that.
That's really cool. Well, you should talk to, well, she's not here, but you should talk to Rachel's grandma. You guys are coming back. You guys are coming to the show tomorrow night? Yes?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
She's
definitely.
our like resident psychic.
Wait,
She loves that kind of thing. Yeah, she's great.
Is she actually psychic?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I never really asked her. I mean, she'll tell you she is.
Of course.
She's really cool though. It's, well, Madame Vambrose. Her name's Ruth.
Sorry. Her name's Ruth.
Mhm.
Alright. That was for my notes, not Victoria.
Victoria's picked up this new habit where she just repeats everything people say.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Mm.
But you should
Well,
totally
yeah.
stop by her table. She's, spooky.
Wait,
She's
wait.
great, though.
Let me see if I can do this. You said it's this one's grandmother?
Yeah, this Rachel. Sorry,
Alright.
she's rude.
I'm gonna try to describe everything I remember about Ruth from when I saw her. Like,
Okay.
physicality and like little ticks or something, so that it could seem like I am describing her.
Okay. How much would you remember? Let's find out. Roll plus sharp for me.
Okie dokie. 9.
Okay. Yeah, you do a pretty good job. Obviously you remember basically what she looked like, sort of skin tone, her hair sort of wrapped up in a scarf, wearing many other scarves, her outfit, that kind of thing. You remember a couple of things that she said to you, kind of the way she moved. It's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it's enough that you see Jane kind of perk up and like look back at Rachel, who's sort of like next to her behind her, and be like, I mean, that's pretty much it.
See, I told you I'm good at this stuff.
Yeah, Rachel kind of narrows her eyes at the two of you and is like, yeah, that could also be any TV psychic, but that's pretty good.
Listen, I not everybody's gonna believe in it. That's fine. Actually, Vic. Now I'm thinking about it. We should probably bounce too. There's some of the boys are meeting us down the road. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I was trying to think of another bar off the top of my head, but I was not able to spin that one out quick enough. At Pete's down the street.
Oh, of course. Well, it was lovely meeting y'all, and we'll see you tomorrow, maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people there.
Well, if you come to the show, you'll definitely see us. So,
All right, have a good night. Scoot on out.
Yeah, as they're walking away, he just asks her, says, "So, did you get a read on them?"
Yes. Was there any? I know that Rachel was like apprehensive and very curious about us. Jane seemed pretty interested, but not like in a not malicious, but like just in a overall way.
yeah, there's nothing really malicious from her. I mean, you can tell at first glance just that she's excited to not have somebody coming up to her being like, hey, so
more
I'm
often?
local and I can
Yeah.
show you all the bonuses. Or like just general stuff. Like, it's being recognized a lot.
Yeah.
Over time, right, is difficult. So being able to just like have a legit conversation about what she does was very pleasant. Obviously there's a little bit of hesitance there and some things that she sort of doesn't want to get into and doesn't want to talk about. From Rachel, again, it's not malicious necessarily, but there is this air of suspicion about her and also some like frustration, which I don't think you're sure where it's coming from.
Yeah, definitely Rachel is, I think, the one we're gonna need to be focusing in on.
Right. I can try to get her to meet us outside, away from the others. I don't know if she'll take it or not. Blau, you around?
You see a little like twitch from your shadow on the ground.
I can have Blau reach out to her.
All right.
should probably have the group ready. I mean, she might not take it. It seemed like they were kind of spooked by it. She tried to leave almost as soon as we showed up, so I doubt
Okay.
she's going to, but we can see.
Sal, cover the back door.
And Wynn
On
will
it.
will ask Belial, because he can communicate telepathically, to send to stay out of sight, but go into the bar and reach out to Rachel, and give her the message. If you would like to discuss things with a fellow magic user, meet us outside.
Okay. You send Belial back in. Sally watching the back door, just in case. He is gone for 5 minutes or so. And then you see him sort of slink out of a shadow again, reattach himself to your feet. And you just hear in your mind when, got him.
Thanks, bud.
How's it going, guys?
Seeing if we can talk with one of them.
Did you get my pickle plate?
And like, I don't know how much Travis ate, but Rex just was like, like methodically, okay, I need a piece of onion and a piece of carrot and a piece of this. Blech. Okay, now I'm eating a piece of this and a piece of this and a piece of this, and then drinking it with beer and hating it, but trying all the flavors like mathematically, like, you know, OCD style, so that she has tried all of the flavors.
Yeah, I looked at it. Almost lost a hand.
Who eats pickles and beer? Blah, like a blah face.
I would have liked to try.
Oh, huh. Sorry.
Nah, it's all right. I'll just get a jar on the way home.
You start heading back.
Well, how's it looking? Am I gonna run into my new favorite person?
Give it 5 minutes to see if anyone comes out to talk to us.
Okay. After a couple more minutes, after Belial returns, the door to the bar opens. You see most of the cast are filing out, getting ready to leave, calling Ubers where necessary. A couple of them designated driving, probably, getting into cars. And you see Rachel split off from the group for a moment. I think you probably overhear her telling her friends that she's left her phone in the bar, and she walks back inside, saying she'll catch up, don't worry about it. So they get ready to leave. They head off. After giving them a couple of minutes, she exits again and walks over toward the two of you.
Hi again.
Neat trick.
It's not mine, but thanks.
That's creepy.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything in front of your friends in there.
What do you want?
Like I said before, my name's Wynn. This is Vic. That was all true. I'm with an organization that looks into magical occurrences.
The Fangs of the Beast. I know who you are.
Really?
Mhm.
What else do you know?
I know that Ruth told you you shouldn't be here and you shouldn't be intervening. And here you are, sending me weird messages through your weird little puppet in a bar.
Well, if you know what group I'm a part of, you know that just telling us not to intervene It's a great way to keep us interested. So, do you have more information on what's going on here you can share with us?
I can tell you that Melfs is leaving Cedar Grove Sunday morning, and that we won't come back.
But you're still doing a show tomorrow night, which means someone still has the potential to get hurt, which is why we're here. To make sure that doesn't happen.
For being so young, y'all are really cocky.
I honestly don't. I usually am, but I don't really know where that's coming from.
Look, I don't care what it is you're doing or why. I understand the hustle of the show, but if it's hurting people, we can't have it. So, either explain to us what's going on so that we can help, or fuck off early.
You've been told everything you need to know. This is none of your business. And you don't need to intervene. It's handled.
Are you the ones that are causing it?
Look, no offense, but I don't know you. And you don't know us. So...
And yet here you are in our territory, so...
Oh, your territory? That's really cute. Listen, I don't know you. You don't know us. I don't even know why I'm standing here having this conversation.
Listen, I think we've got off on the wrong foot here. We are really just trying to help and make sure
Okay, well,
people
I'm not the
don't
one
wanna
who
get hurt.
sends demons to send people telepathic messages in the middle of bars, so...
Belial is the nicest creature I've ever met, so if that is not the best way to get off on a good foot, I don't know what is. I'm sorry about that, buddy.
He snuck into my mind without me knowing. It's not cute.
All right. Like I said, wrong foot. But people are getting hurt. So if you don't want people to get hurt anymore, we want to help. But if you do want people to get hurt, and that's why you're telling us to leave, then we're going to have to do our job. And I'd rather not do that because it doesn't seem like you're trying to hurt people. I'm not getting that vibe from you. So either let us help, or, like she said, stop doing the show, at least here.
I'm gonna have one of you roll to manipulate someone.
I have a +2.
I also have a +2, so it's up in the air. Are you better at helping?
You guys tell me, because if you fail, based on who did it, the reaction will be different.
True. You should probably do it because Victoria has not been nice.
Yeah. Well, plus I assume your manipulation is going to be more psychic, mental. Yeah. I'd rather not make this any worse. Yeah, so I will roll charm.
Woo, boy!
14, which I have advanced this move. She is now my ally.
Okay. Do you say anything else?
I mean, no, I think he just reiterates his. Honestly, we just want to help and make sure people are safe. And that includes all of you.
You remind me of someone. You know? It's kind of weird.
Thank you.
Fine. Fuck. What time is it? I do have to be up early tomorrow. We're staying at a hotel down the street. Give me half an hour. Get back. Let everyone know I'm still alive. Just here. And she pulls out her wallet out of her bag and pulls out one of 2 hotel room keys that are in there. Hands it to you. $326. Don't lose that. They make you pay a deposit.
Rad. So we'll meet you at your hotel. I've got a few other friends that help us out with this. Do you mind if they come along?
I know. The bartender. The townie.
Right. Yeah, I'll let them know. And one more, but yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Oh, the
Thank
little
you.
one.
Yeah.
Great. Half an hour.
Half an hour.
And you know what? Bring beer. I'm gonna need it.
Will do.
She walks off.
Bitches.
All right.
I'm sorry. Not you.
I know. I think we salvaged the situation. She's gonna help us, so we can help them. Thank you for trying.
You what?
All right.
I think you handled that very well.
Thank you. Let's get the others, I guess. And Win text the others to let them know what just happened.
Okay. You all get a text. I assume you all meet back up to make a plan.
Sal grabs a pallet of beers. Just
Yeah.
beers. Just like, oh, okay. Well, I don't. What were they? She wasn't even drinking it. Okay, so stout, lager. Like she'll just pick an arrangement of shit.
Nice. Okay. So you get together, beer in hand, to make a plan. That is where we're going to go ahead and take a break. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. We'll be back in just a short few minutes, 5-10 minutes. We are going to refresh our drinks and our snacks and ourselves. And when we come back, I don't know, we'll see who fucks it up and makes her mad next.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you.
Hey, she
In-
started it.
We'll see. Oh, she definitely did start it. And she knows that. She doesn't care. We will see everyone in just a few minutes, so stick around. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. Hi, friends that are just now joining us. Before we start, I did get an NPC name from the illustrious Gmaster X96. Thank you. It's in the bank. They'll show up soon. Okay, we're going to jump back in a little bit after we left off. Is there anything you all want to discuss, plan, decide before you go? She said give her about half an hour. The hotel's just down the road, so you've got some time if you want. If not, that's also fine.
I'm just gonna try and be as quiet as I can because this girl's really pushing my buttons.
Yeah.
I almost asked you guys to leave your phone open so that I could lie detect for you. And I'm glad I didn't, because Rex would have come running across the street without her tab-eye boots with little things between her rainbow toes, gun drawn, down on the car, taking her down and been like, badge out. Come with me, witch.
All right. Yeah. No guns. And let positive attitudes
And beer.
and beer.
Seriously, pallet of beer. Just various, like, 6-packs.
Because she really doesn't want to be liking us right now, but I think we're at a place right now where she's at least going to trust us. So.
And Heathcliff, it was cool, thanks. And she gives him a little peck on the cheek, and then it's like, but you should probably Uber home.
That
Oh
seems
God,
like a
Heathcliff,
safe
I forgot
option.
you were here.
He got
That's all right. It's sort of my job.
You're good at it.
Thank you. I'll return to the house, and I don't know, order some pizza.
Would it be too much to ask for the pepcorn because Sal's never had it?
I've never had it.
Of course.
We'll be back in a bit. You're
My hero.
the best, man.
Thank you. And then he stands there awkwardly for a few minutes waiting for his Uber.
Bye. And we all just get in our cars and leave.
All right. So, any further planning? Just gonna go in and be nice.
Am I a horrible person for just wanting to go scout the place out? Just to be on the safe side. Is that too much?
I have a question. How did she know about all of this?
I'm assuming she's either a psychic or a centuries-old witch, but
She probably smelled me a mile away.
Fair.
Same with you. Same with him.
She almost forgot me. Ninja powers activate.
Makes sense.
but it's a hotel. It's a public spot. I can't imagine that. Well, I'm not going to jinx us like that. We'll just go in ready for anything.
All right.
All right. So, you head down to the hotel. What kind of hotel would this be? Like a...
I want it to be
murder
under...
hotel?
No! I want it to be under the sea themed, like on Supernatural. Like they just go to all these various kitschy places all the time.
It's all the same place with just different wallpaper.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I like it. I don't know what it's called.
Okay,
What's it called?
Sea themed.
It's like Neptune's Trove or something like that. I don't know.
The Oyster's Pearl.
That's cute. Let's do that. Before anyone comes up with a bad pun.
Mr.
Oh, no, wait, it's called Mr.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Excuse me. I feel
Oyster,
attacked.
I barely know her.
Oh my god.
Why would you say something?
Alright, it's been real.
Like, she didn't even say, why would you say something like that? Just, why would you say something? Completely
At all.
directed at me. Not where I thought that was going. All right. The Oyster's Pearl, affectionately called the Pearl by anyone who lives here. It's a decent hotel. It's like a Holiday Inn Express. It's nice enough. You're not gonna get bed bugs. There's a continental breakfast. It's inside. It's fine. I don't know. That's the first one I could think of. That wasn't like
Makes
Motel
sense.
6.
Yeah.
I don't stay in expensive hotels, fam. I don't know. It's like a Holiday Inn Express or something like that. But yeah, it's very it's really not close enough to the ocean to warrant being ocean themed, but it's extremely ocean themed. Like you expect there to be like a Ron John next door. There's not, because you're in Cedar Grove, Georgia. So yeah, you pull up to the front of the Oyster's Pearl, the light powder blue facade of the building, standing a few stories in front of you. You go in, you know the room number. You, I assume, act like you know where you're going. Take the elevator and or the stairs up to whatever floor it was that I told you, because y'all know I just made up a number on the spot.
It was 309, I believe.
The third floor.
326.
326. Oh, there. Even better.
No, I don't think about
I
that stuff ahead
remember
of time.
this one.
I get in that situation and go, fuck, I didn't pick a number. To the third floor, down the hall to room 326. Thank you, Rab. And
I mean, she gave me the key card, so I'm assuming she just wanted us to walk in.
I just wanted
But
to
I
know.
knock first. I
Yeah.
knock first, and
Yeah.
then I open the door.
You knock first. You hear a voice on the other side say, "Come in," as you put the key in, open the door, and walk into a nice hotel room, king size bed, ocean themed extremely. The walls are very blue, like it almost hurts your eyes to look at them. Blue, but you get used to it, and you see sort of sitting in a like leather armchair in the corner, looking through some kind of book. Rachel.
Looks at
there
a
are a lot of
painting.
you.
Are those tentacles?
Yeah,
Never
you know
been
what?
here.
I didn't pick the place. I just pay for my own room.
Beer.
Weird.
Thank you.
Didn't know what you liked, so I literally grabbed a little bit of everything.
Most of it.
Rexy walked in pretending that she was adjusting her bra, but really she was ready to draw her gun. Paranoia.
Everyone, this is Rachel. Rachel, you already know everyone.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, where's the other one? The tall one with the nice hair.
he's
Travis almost raises his hand, but then Win answers and goes,
he went home.
Oh. All right. Shut the door. Latch it, please.
Someone does that.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna have a beer. And, I guess you guys are gonna tell me what the hell's going on. On your end, anyway.
Rat. Ow, just do it. Yeah.
I should. What are your names? I have nicknames for you in my head, but that seems rude.
Are they rude?
I kind of want to know what they are now.
Yeah, you brought it up.
No, Vic's looking.
They're not all rude.
What
I
are her
look at you,
nicknames for
one.
us?
Yes.
Is any of them the cute one? Who does she like?
You guys know I didn't actually pick any.
Called out. Yes.
But who does she like?
They're
Not me.
I mean, Sally's is just demon.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally.
There's no like feeling of it. It's not like a value judgment on her part because Victoria would know this.
Yeah.
She just knows that. Townie is Travis. Ultraviolet is Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria's is just bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you call Win?
Fang.
Probably.
Handsome. All right, fine.
No, she doesn't hate you, but she's not that
Well,
keen on it.
No, she's my friend now until the end of the mystery.
Yeah, we'll see. Doesn't mean she has to like it. There you go.
All
Are you
right.
happy?
Yes.
This is what you wanted.
Win just goes through, tells her about getting the job, the investigation they've done, the strange monsters that have been seen around town, and the connection that we saw to other attacks that have happened in other towns that the carnival has been to. And just says, so with all that, and obviously it's my job to look into it, and we all kind of do this as a sort of hobby or job. Thank you. Sorry, Rex. Yeah. What's going on?
I changed my mind. Travis is Townie and Win is Townie with hat. she says in her head, Victoria. um,
she just Victoria just.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You do that, and I think she looks at you, kind of like trying not to grin, like cocks an eyebrow. She knows you can hear. She's glad you thought it was funny. Yeah, she kind of looks at you and as you mention people in other towns, other cities being hurt, she kind of as she narrows her eyes a little bit, looks a little bit concerned. I don't know anything about people getting hurt in other towns. Is that a thing?
Yeah. I mean, as far as we could tell, pretty much every place you've been to.
Well, that sucks. Sorry, I don't really follow the news once I've left a place.
So what's causing this?
It's complicated. It doesn't really have a name per se. I don't know. The best I know, when they've been encountered before, it's called a nightmare. Not like the horse, like Bocephalus. That's different. It's kind of a side effect of certain magics. There are things that can be brought into existence. I mean, intentionality is very important. That's not just like, woo bullshit. So we didn't really mean to make it. Just kind of happened. And then we started using it. And then it kind of started doing its own thing.
So this creature is doing the show on Saturdays.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And where is it when it's not doing the show?
Well, for a long time, it was with me. Now it just kind of does what it wants.
But it still shows up for the performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that might be the problem.
So
I think that's what's made it worse. We thought for a while it was just making scary stuff, making people see scary stuff, freaking them out. I think it might be a little more complicated than that.
How so?
Well, the more shows we did, and the scarier it made things, and the scarier people got, the bigger it got. And it doesn't really listen to me anymore.
Bigger as in size, or bigger as in...
Well, no, it can look like whatever it wants.
Just more powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
So we take it to a comedy show, and there you go, right?
If you can get it, I mean, if you can get it to listen to you, by all means.
Yeah.
But it won't listen to me.
Where'd you get it from? Like, did you inherit it, or?
It just kind of showed up.
To you, not your grandma?
Right. Jane told you about Grandma Ruth. Yeah, to me.
Did you do a spell?
Rex, your lie detector goes off.
Rex does the big sigh. We're all
Sure.
friends here. Lying's bad. Don't make me shoot you.
Good luck.
Sure, what's the deal?
Oh my god. I hate it when people get nosy. You know? I really do. She stands up and sort of puts her beer to the side. This might be who you're looking for. And she snaps her fingers, and you see a little bit of like sparkling emanate from it and sort of move up above her and move down. And after it hits her feet, standing in front of you is Madame Lambros.
Right.
Nice.
So you're working double duty at the carnival.
She does it again, changes back. Aside from my shitty Russian accent, it's a lot more believable.
All right. Cool. Well, it doesn't sound like we're here to deal with that you haven't done anything wrong, and it's just this nightmare that's causing the problems. If you can't control it anymore, and it's getting too powerful to control, and it's starting to hurt people, sounds like we're going to have to put it down.
There's got to be another option.
Do you know of another option? Because I would have assumed you would have done something if there was another option at this point.
I've been working on a few spells. That being said, you're the nosy bunch who decided you wanted to intervene in this. I would like it contained so I can use it. I'm not going to ruin Jane's show like that.
I'm fine with that as an option. If everyone else is.
They're not trying to hurt anybody. They're trying to entertain them. It's fine by me.
But you knew that it was hurting people.
I knew it hurt people here. This time. Like I said, I don't exactly keep up with the news of every city I've ever been to. That would be ridiculous.
So, if we hadn't shown up, what was your plan? How can we help?
I don't know. There's a lot of magic out there. There's containment magic. There's doing something to weaken it, chaining it.
So if we can go in there with you, weaken it to the point where you can bind it or seal it somehow. Will that work?
Should. And keep using it for the show. Keep it on a chain. And as far as Jane's concerned, I handled it.
Jane know anything about what's going on?
Enough.
Probably
Taught her
just
some-
doesn't ask questions.
I taught her some basic stuff. Controlled flames, pyrotechnics. She's the one that does the animals.
I think if we're going to do this way, the one thing I'm going to have to report this because I was given this as a assignment by the order. Obviously, you're familiar enough with the Fangs. You knew who I'm working with. I think as part of this agreement, if we're going to go along with you keeping this thing as a pet, is that you're going to have to report your schedule to the order so that when you roll up into town, they're ready in case this thing breaks off its leash. You know, kind of like registering a pet.
I'll think about it.
I think we're gonna kind of need a yes or a no if we're gonna go along with this.
You're a Crowley, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're nothing like him, you know.
Like who?
Alistair, duh. Even I knew that.
He's kind of a big name.
Yeah, no, I know my great grandpa. Yeah,
He's also kind of a jackass.
that's what I've heard. Either way, I think we're gonna have to make that agreement here, and then we can help you get this done tonight, even.
Fine. But again, the rest of them stay out of it. And as far as Jane is concerned,
You handled it.
and we never had this conversation.
What conversation?
See, I like her.
Is she psychic?
Yes.
Like, is she reading us? Oh, I have my amulet. Okay, because I was gonna say,
Not
What's
you,
co-
probably.
yeah, what's coming from me is probably, yeah. Okay, good. Love you, amulet.
All right. Do you know what this sword thing might be weak to? Like silver? Any holy relics? Anything like that we should stock up on?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't exactly work in swords,
Sure.
but I've tried enough silver, iron. Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Only comes out at night. Which seems a little on the nose, but
To the library. Rex actually makes that noise and hands gestures.
see,
We
I like
can-
her too. That's funny. What's wrong with the rest of you?
I'm mostly keeping my mouth shut tonight. It is clear that I'm off my game. So, staying in my lane tonight.
See, that's a pro check mark, though. So I like most of you now.
And gives him a kiss on the cheek.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I think we should deal with this tonight or tomorrow morning before the next show. And if it only comes out at night, then sounds like we
Cool
have
during the
only
day.
one option. So if we're gonna research, we need to do that quick.
Well, how about you magic-y types stick around and our SOS will go do some research on a nightmare and get back to you. Y'all can at least get started on some sort of binding spell or something, right?
Yeah, something at least to keep it in one place, I think.
All right, do that and meet over at the carnival.
Yeah.
What? 2 hours?
Sure.
Am I a magic type now, or am I a research type? I don't really know, and I don't feel like I belong in either camp now.
Well, you know about magic.
Yeah. I'll stay here.
Alright, so me, Rexy, Vic, staying or going?
I'm staying. I'm not muted.
Alright. We'll see y'all in a bit.
Rexy says free beer, grabs a beer, puts it in her little pocket.
I mean, take a couple. Even I can't drink all of these.
Grabs another.
Alright, we'll take the bike. Give y'all the
Alright.
cars.
Rex and Sally take the bike. go off to do some holy search. So we'll start with let's start with research team, and then we'll do magic squad. So you head back to the Haven, I assume, where all of your many things are. What would you like to? What are you looking for specifically? I guess.
Now that we have an idea of what we're looking for, so like this shapeshifter thingy called a nightmare, now that we can kind of focus the search, just like what it is, where it comes from, what does it respond to, what's it scared of. Can I stab it? Always a good question.
It is always a good question. So I'm gonna have you guys either both roll to investigate, or one of you roll and we'll see how it goes. And then maybe there's help involved or follow-up questions.
I'm 2. What you got, Rexy?
It would be
Numero trace.
Do it.
$14.
Woo!
Okay. Have you advanced to this move?
I actually have to check at this point.
You guys have done so much with these characters.
Yeah. Act under pressure is advanced. Read a bad situation is advanced. Weird science and kick some ass. Nope. Research is not.
So we'll treat this as a 10 plus then. So there is the list. You can also just ask questions. I'll say you have 2 questions. You can either pull from the list, or you can just ask something specific to what's going on right now. And Sally can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think?
I mean, I guess like the idea is to weaken it so that it can get bound. Like, does it have any particular weaknesses that we can?
Yeah, so like what can hurt it, and what sort of creature is it?
Yeah, why not?
There it is.
Totally
what can
fair.
hurt it? And what sort of creature?
All right. So you look through trying to figure out what the heck it is you're dealing with. It takes a little bit. Rex, you're pretty good at parsing through information, especially online at this point. So you find a lot of like archives and things on the computer. Just looking for nightmare, it's going to bounce you a lot of stuff back. But you start to narrow it down using sort of this concept of fears manifesting for people of something that can change its form of intentionality, like Rachel / Ruth, you guys are just calling her Rachel at this point, had mentioned before. The closest thing that you can get, it's not exact, but there's not a lot written about creatures like this, they're called a lot of different things. So you sort of cross-reference a lot of different information. You don't think it's a shapeshifter, and you start to narrow it down. The closest you can get is something called a tulpa. A creature that is based completely in intentionality. If enough magical essence comes together for a certain reason, it can manifest an actual creature. So what you are looking at, essentially, what you think you've figured out, at least 2 of you are angrily texting me right now. I can see your faces. It's you gather what happened is they started using magic to supplement the show. The horror show was their big pull, so they started using magic for that, and they started using more and more magic, and eventually there was enough of it that the intention behind it manifested an actual thing. A creature that wants to scare people. So you end up with a nightmare.
Totes magic seepage.
Fucking tulpas.
And they're hard to pin down. They take a lot of different forms. They do a lot of different things, and that's why it is so hard to find them, because they're only created based on the intention of the person who 99% of the time accidentally creates them. To get rid of them, that's tough, because they can be whatever they want to be. So in that case, you can't rely on iron, you can't rely on silver, unless you can make it be something that is vulnerable to those things. You rolled so high. I think you can connect those dots. It's a creature that's totally based in the intentions of the people that created it.
Okay.
PowerPoint texted back to the room when, obviously later, because it would take us time to come up with that.
I know I asked this already, but are any of you afraid of something useful? Like a werewolf?
I'm sorry. How is that useful?
Cause then I can use silver on it, duh!
You could kill a spider with, I don't know, a big shoe?
I don't
Yeah, but
happen
what
to
if it
have a
be-
big shoe in my back pocket!
What if it becomes a giant spider and then we
Have
need
two
a
on their
giant
feet, though,
shoe?
am I right?
Hey,
Giant spider. Dun, 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 dun.
So if we, I want to understand this. If we show up, it's going to pull whatever it's going to be, or its weakness is going to depend on us, or it depends on the group that made it, like the people who work at the carnival. Do we need to get all of them on board for this?
I mean, it sounds like it just manifests into whatever somebody's scared of, right? So I don't think it's tied to the person that created it, because otherwise, if she was afraid of,
Well-
I don't know, you'd be seeing that thing all over the place. But we're
Right,
seeing different things.
I think she created it to be the thing that a single person is afraid of. So it is controlled by her, but it's like I said, it's like a bug, or it attaches, and she created it.
So she wanted something that could manifest the fears of the people watching for the show.
Right.
We have to get at least I keep wanting to say Ruth, that's not it. Rachel. We need to get at least Rachel on board, if not everyone else thinking about the same thing.
What if we don't do it during the show, though? If we go over on our own, everybody that goes in right now, I don't know, maybe we're all afraid of puppies.
But
We're
either
not gonna
way,
hurt a puppy.
I'm not gonna hurt the puppy. I can put a leash on the puppy, though.
the base creature, whatever it is, needs to be vulnerable. So
Yeah.
if we get her to focus on it being vulnerable to something specific, maybe
Right.
do some magical amplification of her psychic energies, and can get her to focus on it being vulnerable to silver, or a specific way we can bind it, then we can weaken it, trap it.
I like the leash idea. Can we put a magical leash on it
Yeah,
once we've made it vulnerable?
I think that's the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
A binding spell, it's not too complicated to do with demons all the time.
I like it.
Hey,
All right.
Win. I have kind of a left field idea here.
Okay.
You know how elephants are afraid of mice? And it's kind of hilarious, but like, they're afraid because it's some evolutionary thing, whatever. Is there like a magical creature that's afraid of something really hilariously cute? Like, I'm talking if I summon in some fuck all monster and it ends up being afraid of kittens, turns into a kitten. I can unsummon that.
I mean, I don't know. I know, like, there's lore about certain creatures being afraid of cats, like undead creatures, like mummies and stuff.
Yeah, but then we have a mummy to deal with.
Yeah, but a mummy we can kill.
So
But-
you're
This thing
gonna
could be
summon
anything.
a creature to kill it.
But either way, it's gonna be a cat that's invulnerable to everything.
Right. It doesn't
Beca-
matter what the creature turns into. Because it
it's-
is already the base thing.
I thought
Yeah.
the entire reason we were talking about getting it to turn into something was so that it took on the weaknesses of the thing it takes on to. Cats are weak to fire. Light a cat on fire. Bingo, bango,
Oh,
bongo.
No,
yeah.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
I'm
All right.
kidding.
We said
I
earlier.
love cats.
We said earlier that is not the case.
Yeah, well, that's
I am very confused.
No,
then.
we
I
didn't.
would like.
No,
to-
we didn't
yeah,
say
I would
that.
like
We
to
didn't.
keep
well,
the
that's what I want to
clarify,
understand
No.
from
now
the
You're
from the
making stuff
research.
are telling me something that the keeper didn't say. I am
Well,
well,
that's what-
Okay.
savvy.
Everybody,
Who makes the game.
everybody but Rob. Because Rob's right.
Okay.
I listen
That's
to
what-
savvy.
Well, that's what I was confused about.
Teacher,
is
do I get a gold star?
You do.
the nature of the way it was described. I wasn't sure if you meant that this creature was formed based on the people's thoughts, and its powers are dependent on whoever initially created it. So
No, so yeah, you guys had it right. And then you sort of took a left turn somewhere in the middle, and I'm not sure how you got there because it wasn't based on anything that I
Everybody-
said.
Thinks Travis is full of shit at all
No!
times, and so
no,
the
like it makes,
conversation automatically becomes, nah, he's wrong.
we're going
No,
with
that's
Oh,
right,
Rexy
though.
was,
That's
Rexy was still with you, but letting the magic people talk because
we're going with
she remembered because it was
Rexy's
the
a real
werewolf.
one.
It was the werewolf thing, and Rexy was like, "No, I'm not afraid of werewolves. I want to have sex with werewolves." And so, hence that we
yeah,
can't
that
have
won't work.
werewolves, and we had to kill them with silver. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I remembered.
Well, that's
So we're
another
going
thing,
with-
too.
bogger
I
guys-
feel like we
rules.
need to circle back to one of those points, but
Later.
we could do
Yeah.
that. We could do that during an interlude for sure.
For
Um,
sure.
So the
Speaking of
assumption that you guys are working under is just because there was a left turn in
Yeah,
here that
yeah.
I didn't initiate, so I do want to circle back because the initial conversation that you guys are having was correct in that they are created out of a certain intentionality.
Right.
Once they take on a life of their own, they are going to do whatever they can to fulfill that intention. So this thing is meant to scare people. When it takes on the form of something, it's something,
Okay.
which is
Oh,
why
so
it's so hard to pin.
polymorphing. It's not temporarily. Like
It's on
not
illusion.
Still the creature and just looking like something else. It's
Essentially,
it's
yeah.
not like
literally
a disguise
becomes
spell.
that
It
thing.
literally becomes
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
that
yeah,
creature.
poly-
That's
so
what
going
I
back to
wanted to
boggarts then.
So
So
it's not a boggart because
Yeah.
they're
no,
not.
because the
It's
boggart
not
just
a
looks like it.
Yes. Okay. That's what
But
it's-
basically a wizard.
Yeah.
yeah.
Would it be more advantageous for us if we go in as a group and so it doesn't know what to turn into?
It could confuse it.
Or is it more advantageous for one of us to be afraid of something ridiculous that we can take advantage of?
I think it's more. I think we should all go in because it's going to be probably too much for us to all. We're going to need more than one person there. But we could potentially magically create a fear manifested in all of us so that we are all afraid of the same thing going in. Like a fear spell. If we create a spell that we're all afraid of dogs, then we'll go in and stop. Or if we go
What?
in as all afraid of spiders.
What
I mean, you can do anything with
happens-
magic. It just how much work it takes.
I don't think all of us should be in that spell, because then whatever it turns into, we'll actually be afraid of.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. If we send somebody in there, it's going to turn into what they're actually most afraid of.
What
And then
happens
they're
when you
gonna be
bar a
alone to
place
deal
of
with that.
entry from a certain type of creature and that type of creature attempts to enter it?
Interesting.
Hmm.
We've only really done that one once or twice. I mean, at its base, they just can't get
Can't
in. It's
enter,
essentially like
yeah.
essentially like you put a bubble around it and they can't get in.
So if it tried to turn into that thing, though, would it just not be able to turn into that thing, or would it be like
Well,
chucked?
So my thought process is, will it like injure it in some way, like tear it apart?
Would it be like hitting a brick
Like if
wall?
I bar, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Like if I bar somewhere using magic, if I bar something to prevent ghosts from entering, and somebody's afraid of ghosts, and it turns into a ghost, does it get fucked up, or is it in pain, or like? Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I would say it gets ejected.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a pleasant process.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Not
But I think if
necessarily what I'm looking for.
you're specifically trying to bar something and like keep something out, I would think if anything were to be able to make its way in and then turn into that, it would get like thrown out.
Yeah. Okay.
If you wanted to take something like that though and like amplify it or make it more complex, like make it to where if you barred a creature from that place, it would like injure it or something like that. You could do big magic to like amplify sort of any of the things that are on the use magic list too.
You said you could make someone afraid of whatever you want with magic, right?
Potentially. I said anything is possible with magic.
Then why don't we send one person in who's been magically made to fear something ridiculous, like a chihuahua, and then it turns into that. We leash it with magic, attach it to Rachel, we're good to go. And that way all the rest of you aren't, afraid of a chihuahua.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Sure.
Can we do that trappy thing that we've done before? Can we trap it?
I think so, but would we be able to? I mean, I think the idea is to get it into at least like a workable shape, like something easy to deal with if it doesn't go well,
Should I
What
go with the
happens
miniature
when it
poodle then? Chihuahuas are actually really vicious.
Well, what happens though when it turns back? I mean, will it still be leashed to her or trapped or whatever?
Hopefully, right?
Hopefully. I think that's the idea. I don't know. I think we might be overcomplicating the situation a bit here. I think we need to create a binding spell, something that'll trap it. I think we go in, whatever it turns into, we just need to hold it off for long enough for the binding spell to take effect.
That might not be the best of ideas.
I mean, whatever it turns into, the rest of us can handle it if it turns into somebody's fear.
Again, probably not. I know I said that I didn't have any fears of anything, I know, shockingly, I had a nightmare too. And we don't want to deal with that if we can help it. Just gonna throw that out there. That's why I'm aiming more for the chihuahua or the miniature poodle idea. Yeah.
All right. Let's try that then. Make someone afraid of a poodle. Is that what we want to go with?
Miniature poodle. Poodles are actually quite large.
All right. Make someone afraid of miniature poodle. Send it in there. Try to bind it while it's in that form.
I mean, I'm more than fine with doing that. It's better than the alternative.
All right. See what we can do.
Okay. So if I'm understanding the plan correctly, you're going to make Sally afraid of a miniature poodle magically. Send her in, and then try to bind it while it's a miniature poodle.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love everything about it. How are you about to make Sally... How is this happening? For the first part of the plan, I would love to know how you're doing it.
Well, magic. That's as far as I got.
Okay.
Would that be a big magic thing, or just can we do that within the normal parameters of use magic?
Let me think. I think probably you can use magic to do this. You can like astral project and like trap monsters and stuff. I feel like you can make Sally afraid of a poodle for a little bit. Do one thing that's beyond human limitations? Okay, great.
Make a demon afraid of a dog. Yes.
Who's doing it?
What, Travis and me?
Yeah. I feel like one of two magic users. It me.
All right.
I started as one of the only two that didn't have it, and now I'm one of the only two that does.
Now you're one of the experts.
Look at me go.
You're doing
About as
amazing. All right, do your
Qualified
worst.
as I am in real life.
Roll for me plus weird.
Here I go.
Again, on his own.
All by myself. Wait. +1 for this. And then did I get another thing? No, it was just the +1. Ooh, 14. And of course I did not advance it.
You just leveled up, why didn't you?
I did something else.
Oh, okay.
That's our second double 6 of the night. Which is very exciting.
We can't have that on Friday.
Right? So yeah, Travis, tell me about this spell that you do.
Oh man. So
What is this like?
Travis, I mean, of course, given his background, he looked into manipulation and charm spells pretty early on. He was like, oh, what can I, like, oh man, I can get in and out of places easy. Like, this is great. I just charm the guy. Oh, these are not the droids you're looking for. Easy. So, I mean, I think it's something like almost like the power of suggestion. Like, he's not hypnotizing her, but it's more so like when you were little demon baby, a miniature poodle. Is that what we're going with? Miniature poodle. The hellhounds that chased you as a demon baby all looked like miniature poodles. And it was the most horrifying. I mean, you're seeing like vision, you're seeing memories that like you didn't think you had just be created for you, essentially. I'm thinking like the thingy that Dumbledore plucks his memories and shit out of. I mean, I'm imagining Travis like just kind of weaving a web in your head and stuffing things in there that weren't in there before.
Beautiful. Love everything about it.
Oh. Do I know that they're fake, but they still freak me out?
Travis pocketed your real fear.
Can he see it? Does
He
know
chooses
what it
not to
is?
because he's a good bean.
Oh.
Could if he wanted. So essentially what you've done is replaced
Yeah.
whatever that fear is with some
I took a
really-
thread out, I put a thread in.
some
Okay.
really, really awful memories. I mean, I will say, Travis did a spell, so rational brain, these are probably fake, but it is sort of hard to reconcile that, and whatever he took, you don't remember.
That was weird.
Yeah, I feel as though it's necessary for me to say that I promise never to do this to you without consent. This felt fucky, and I didn't like it.
Thank you.
That being said, go be afraid of shit.
Got it. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go. So you're all gonna you've headed over to the carnival, sending Sal with her newly formed fear of hellish miniature poodles. Now, just to clarify, it was a hellhound, but it was a little tiny poodle hellhound.
In all aspects, like physiologically, yes, a hellhound, but like basically a poodle just from hell.
None of the memories you implanted were of it like breathing fire or anything. It was just like a poodle with weird
Nope,
eyes.
it was just barking and maybe like, I don't know, 2 heads. Not
Okay.
even 3. We're not even talking Cerberus.
Okay,
We're talking
so
this
it's just-
pathetic little shit with 2 heads.
So it's just a little poodle with
Just
maybe
real
2
yappy
heads and
little
glowing
thing.
eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, you rolled so very good. That seems fair. All right, so
Would it be vulnerable to holy weapon damage, however? Since it's a hellhound?
I mean, it is a hellhound.
It do be from hell.
He did make it hell. Yeah, I mean that's a fair assumption.
Cool.
All right. You thinking about the ramifications of what you've just done, you all head over to the carnival. So Sal is sort of going out into, I assume, the open space of the now closed and shut down for the night carnival. The rest of you waiting in the wings, sort of placed around. Oh, okay. I need more exciting music for this. Hold, please. Sally, you make your way out into the quiet Georgia evening.
Twirling some knives.
It's April. The cicadas are slowly making their way out. You hear a little bit of chirping from the trees, crickets in the grass. And you stand there, twirling a knife or two in silence for it seems like a while, because you know what you're waiting on. And it is that fucking poodle. Not even a whole size poodle, a half size poodle. You're just waiting. And then finally, from behind you, you hear a yip. And you turn around, and standing there in the grass in front of you, in all its curly haired glory, is a miniature poodle with 2 heads, yellow glowing eyes. What do you do?
I fly up in the air and get away from it. Ah!
So from the parking lot, you all see Sally sort of start and turn around with a knife and then just fly up in the air as this little It's little. You would miss it if you weren't looking for it. This little sort of shadow manifests on the lawn, and you see this little two-headed mini poodle monstrosity just standing and runs towards where Sally flew off, and it's looking up at her, and you just hear its little yipping bark, sort of jumping up, trying to get at her.
Travis
But
is
it can't
recording
because it's
this
a
on
little
his
dog.
phone.
She's flying. Okay, Travis, you're definitely recording this on your phone.
Yeah.
Just someone come and get it already!
Travis, we have to find it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Right.
And he puts it away. And yeah, so Travis will what a sentence. Here we go. I would like to use magic to trap a miniature poodle.
With 2 heads, you forgot that part.
Sorry, a 2-headed hellhound miniature poodle
With glowing yellow eyes.
with glowing yellow eyes.
It's very scary.
It's very
To
scary.
one person.
She's
One
terrified. You've never, ever seen Sally scared like this.
Sally bolted.
She's freaked out.
This is
Intellectually, she knows whatever, but she's
so wonderful.
freaking out.
Hit me with that weird roll.
That's a 9.
Okay, so you will get an effect and a glitch, unless
Can I
somebody
help?
can help you to a 10.
I can help.
Okay, Victoria, having helped prepare the spell, can help with the execution of it as well. I cannot believe this is what you guys did to my monster, huh?
A 7.
Okay, so that is a
That's
partial success. You help, but you open yourself up to danger.
Why don't we say that I use my angel wings to pop in and, like, actually physically put the thing on it so that it's with a binding.
Okay.
Which would
And
make
it
sense.
bites you, the little
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, fuck!
but twice because it's got 2 heads.
Oh no.
You can thank Travis for that.
Oh sure, give Victoria another reason to hate Travis. Great.
Yeah, so you using your sort of ethereal angel wings that appear, you teleport to a place that you know about. You don't have to roll for that unless you're taking somebody with you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, you see Travis as you sort of conjure the magic sort of in front of you. There is this like vague sort of like light purplish glowing chain that starts to appear from, I guess, the end of the skeleton key, because you sort of use that as your focus, and you see Victoria sort of looking between, grab the end of the chain, and just pop out of existence, and then over to where the dog is going to sort of physically wrap this magical chain around the dog to keep it where it is. I feel like the dramatic music can die now. It's funny for a minute, but it's too much. You, Victoria, you do this. As you do this, its little sharp teeth from both heads sort of latch onto your arm as you reach down in front of it, too close to its 2 mouths. But ultimately, you take 1 harm from that. It's a little dog.
Sounds like, no! Vic, are you okay? Get away!
I'm dying!
No! She'll like fly down a little bit. She thinks you're dying.
I'm fine, I'm kidding. Stay up there.
Oh, thank God. She'll fly back up.
Do you need help, Vic?
No, I'm fine.
Right.
You chain up the dog.
Find it, yeah.
You bind the dog. Travis, from out where you are, you feel the spell take hold. As Victoria sort of gives a thumbs up from where she is, or whatever it is that she does. And you have a sort of yipping dog for a moment. Victoria, in front of you, you see as Sally sort of flies up higher and you stand there in front of it, it start to shift a little bit. And it tries, and you see it sort of take on that shadowy form that it had initially before it turned into the 2-headed miniature poodle hellhound with scary eyes. But once it turns into that sort of wispy, shadowy form, the chain is still encircling it, but it doesn't seem like it can get out or change into anything else.
Good. Where's Rachel?
She's around here somewhere.
Yeah, she's with one of you, I assume.
Okay.
All right. Got your pet.
Cheers.
Oh, that was pretty good.
I think
Now
this is
remember
our-
to feed and water it 4 times a day because it's
but
got
not
2
after
heads.
midnight.
Not well. Yeah, probably not. But yeah,
We watched
Watch
that
that.
movie the other day, so I know that now.
I'm very proud.
Right. Thanks, dads.
Is it gone?
It's gone. Come on down.
Can
Okay, you promise?
I promise.
Okay.
That's gonna wear off, right, Trav?
Yeah, I'll fix it in a second here. I just that is hilarious.
Right. So I'm gonna make sure we get the registration for your little pup here in with the order.
You got it.
And I think we're good.
Yeah, there was way less blood than I imagined. So,
Good.
Yes.
All right.
again, sort of a difficult thing to do on your own.
That's why we offered to help.
I appreciate it.
Well-
The two psychics just stare at each other.
It was lovely meeting you. Here's the key card to your room back.
Thanks. So you're not a total creep. Love it.
We're
Just
gonna
had to
go.
give him one more in the end, didn't you?
Mhm.
And turns around and have a good show tomorrow.
You guys should come, seriously. It's a good show.
Sure.
Jane does a good job.
We'll see.
I can almost guarantee there's not going to be any poodles. So,
Right.
come here. Let's fix your brain.
Okay.
You were very brave. And he kisses you.
Shut up.
And he pulls the thread out of the skeleton key again and does the spell and takes the little poodle one and just sort of dissipates it.
I was debating making you roll to fix it, but you literally just did it
Yeah.
so well. You know how to
I-
do it.
I
You're
was really
fine.
afraid, so I just kind of with confidence said, "Yeah, I do it,"
You well,
and just waited and
You
held
rolled
my
s-
breath.
you rolled so incredibly well that I think that would just be mean. That seems mean. And that was a nice moment I don't want to take away from you. So yeah, you very skillfully and quickly and with no pain whatsoever, Travis just your real memories are back. But the poodle's gone.
But your inbox is flooded with vicious poodle videos.
Oh my god!
Rex, I sent you so many videos of poodles.
As
But you're
they're
not afraid of them. They're actually real cute.
I'm never gonna live this one down, am I?
I mean,
Yeah.
I probably won't post this video of you flying away from a poodle anywhere.
Are you serious? We never take video on the job. This is, you know this.
So, you know,
I took one for the team, and I'm just gonna live for the rest of my life. I live a long
You
time,
say, I know she's very sneaky, but you say we never take video on a job, and you guys actively see Rex whistling and walking away.
yeah.
we all have pictures of Travis as being purple.
Yeah, I
as
was
well,
just gonna
and-
say, I haven't lived down being purple, so I feel like it's only fair.
To be fair, I did not take any photos of you while you were purple.
And whose fault is that?
All right. So it's on. Fine.
Please.
Like,
When
don't.
also pats Victoria on the back as we're walking and say, "You were also very brave."
Thank you. And then she like taps her cheek.
Oh, he kisses her on the cheek. Not to be
It
one-upped as a couple.
It does kind of smart though. That was 2 bites at once.
Yeah.
She kind of rubs her arm.
Travis will go over and use magic to heal her harm.
Or just first aid.
Yeah.
So we don't have to
Nope.
trade the harm around.
Nope, I'm doing it.
Roll plus weird for me, fam.
Oh god.
I'd
God,
love
this is my
to.
favorite thing that you guys do.
Did you see the harm around? That just makes me want to like start singing. Oh wow, oh it's time for the harm around.
Oh man, of
Okay.
course
Far
the
away to
success.
look things
All right. So, Victoria, heal your 1 harm. The bites sort of disappear. It tingles a little bit, and then they are gone. You pick a glitch for me, Trav.
You already know.
Is it you take 1
He
harm?
takes 1 harm, but he doesn't look like he did.
But Travis,
Insight
Does she
check.
feel like he did?
giving nothing away, but you feel under the sleeve of your duster, on your forearm, 2 little bite wounds appear.
And
When-
he looks at Win and just
Wynn pats him very hard on the arm where the wound would show up if that did happen, assuming that it hasn't. Says, "Good job, buddy. Looks like you're getting the hang of it."
yeah, thanks. And he turns around and looks at Sally and just
I'm not making him roll. I'm giving this to Travis. It's too funny.
Sal will privately, once they get back to the bike, do first aid and get rid of it.
Yeah, you patch up his arm. No big deal. And Travis,
there.
nobody
Thanks.
knows.
We even.
Almost. You owe me dinner, you know.
Oh yeah. There's
I
gotta
got-
be like a Beetlejuice themed restaurant or something.
No, I think I got a good place. It's
All right.
It's kind of carnival themed.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Christina's gonna go back and look at all the puns that I sent to Rob on a day at work when I was really bored.
Consult the almanac.
No, it's that German place. It's called Schnapp City. Yeah, they have like all the carnival games, and people get really drunk, and you know, probably shouldn't be playing games. So
I'm reading your notes about Schnupp City.
yep.
For those of you not in the know, it's a
tell
German
us.
word for an ill-advised idea that sounds good when you are drunk, and it is pronounced like Schnapp City.
That's such a deep cut pun.
You're welcome.
She worked very hard on
I
these.
did. I really
All right,
did.
you guys send me that so we can continue to incorporate it into
Yes.
the universe. So yeah, you guys make plans to go to
Schnapp
Schnapp City. Yeah, we've got a few minutes left, so I want to leave you guys at the end of this mystery with let's go back to this one. With a scene. Sally. The next day, Saturday, you had previously had to cancel your Friday night plans with the Immortals Club. I don't know what you guys are calling it now.
Just the Immortals Club.
Something like that. The Immortals Club.
The
You had previously had to
Immortals Club.
cancel your plans with them. You'd been talking about, should we reschedule? Should we just meet up next week? Saturday around 3:00 in the afternoon, you get a text from Daniel Elliott saying, "Hey, if you're free for happy hour, I'd really like to meet up with everybody today. I have somebody I want you to meet."
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go to my place or go closer to you?
Your place is fine.
Yeah, I'm not working today. I'm there anyway. Yeah, sure.
Excellent. All right, so later on, no,
Text
probably around 5.
Marcella.
Yeah, you text Marcelo. Marcelo's like, I am never doing anything. Marcelo just does whatever he wants when he wants.
Marcelo just watches a lot of cooking shows. Marcelo's really good at cooking, even though he doesn't eat any of it. So
Marcelo is gonna learn to do a good British accent and go on the next season of Great British Baking Show. That's how many different shows he watches. That would be a mystery in and of itself.
yeah, it would.
Put that one down in the notes. Baking mystery. So yeah, you text Marcelo. Marcelo's like, yeah, I wasn't doing anything today anyway, but in a French accent. And he texts in a French accent. That's what you guys don't know about him. On purpose to get on Sally's nerves. It's just a lot of Z's and everything.
God damn it, just type.
Why would I do this? But yeah, you get ready around 5:30. You head over to the Centurion to meet up with your friends. Marcelo shows up shortly after you do, being his old self. And shortly after that, probably 5 minutes later, 2 people enter the bar. One you recognize, Daniel Elliott, again, sort of looking, though you know he is not, in his early 30s, sort of white blonde hair, pushed back, dressed more casually, jeans, button-down shirt, sleeves rolled up, loafers, entering the bar, sort of waving at you, and behind him, someone you don't recognize, a mountain of a man, 6'5", maybe taller, wide shoulders, very muscular, too muscular, almost inhumanly muscular. He has wavy blonde hair that is sort of brushed back out of his face, which is chiseled, sharp cheekbones, chiseled jaw, cleft chin, tight-fitting, flamboyantly adorned t-shirt covered in this sort of red rose pattern, jeans, and heavy brown boots. And he smiling.
Sal's just like elbowing Marcelo, like, go for that, go for it, go for it.
Marcelo is locked on, and they walk over to you, Daniel sort of waving, and he points back at his friend. They talk for a moment. They make it over to you. Hey, Sal, Marcel.
Hey.
This is my friend Hector, and I think you guys might have a lot to talk about. Hector, Sally, and Marcelo.
What's up?
Hello, Sal. It's nice to meet you.
Motherfucker. That's Sid, I'm sorry. Hey. Well, you're with Elliot, so I can assume I know kind of what you want to talk about, but what's up?
Right. Elliot was actually telling me about you and your friends here in town have been hunting monsters for some time now.
Yeah, we keep...
Oh, sorry. Hunting monsters for some time now.
Just looks at Elliot like, you fucking... Yeah, you know, we take, you know, contracting work when we need to.
Yes. Contracting work, yes. I've been in the area for a while and have been looking for some people to contract with. Yes, like a team. Or like people to work with. I've been working alone for a while now. A few decades.
Here in town?
No, I've only been in Cedar Grove for about a year. got a nice job with the OSU football team, actually. Go Ospreys.
Surprising, I haven't seen you around, but all right.
Well, I don't get out much other than that. Fairly busy. But he was telling me about some work you did with some vampires and things like that. And I thought it might be good to work together, at least for a little while.
He says vampires, and she just does this at Marcello.
Daniel would have warned you about Marcello.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's part of the club.
Yeah, sorry. Present company excluded.
Yeah. No, we take care of what we need to. We like this town and, like to keep it safe for everybody.
So are you recruiting or interested or?
Daniel pipes up at this point. If I could. Hector's good people. We met at the Chimera in New Orleans.
Long time ago.
How often did you go?
I actually grew up around that area, so pretty often. It's a shame what happened.
He wasn't there.
Okay.
Actually, we reconnected after that. I didn't know that. I didn't know he had made it for a while, and then I came here and we started talking over the last few months, and yeah, that's when I heard about you and your team.
What's your story?
Oh, like I said, I grew up in.
I mean, the
around
muscles
the
did.
north.
What are you?
I guess the technical term would be Nephilim, like Daniel. My my mother's name is Aphrodite.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one.
It's kind of a long story.
One that you're definitely telling me over scotch. All right. Yeah. Give me your number and we'll give you a test run on something, I guess. See if you're
Excellent.
a good fit.
Looking forward to it. Here, trades phone numbers. So what else do we talk about? I haven't been to one of these meetings before.
Well, you can settle a bet. 1765. Were you around?
No, I'm only about 50.
Oh, okay. I guess we can go with the 80s then. How much of the drug culture did you have to deal with?
Oh, I don't do drugs.
Another round, please. Yeah.
As Sally orders another round and decides what Hector is all about and what Daniel Elliott has gotten her into, we will go ahead and end our session there.
Woo.
Man.
So, coming up, we've got a little bit of an interlude, perhaps. We are gonna skip forward a little bit in time, a couple of months, and we're gonna pick back up in the summer. So, we've all been sort of talking about that. We're gonna continue to talk about that for the next week or two. We'll figure out what's going on with Victoria, as alas, LV will not be with us next week, but we will work it out. We'll get it in there. If we have to do some time finagling, we will, because again, it's not like I'm on a deadline here. We can do whatever we want. So we'll work that stuff out. See what you guys want to get up to in the next couple of months. And yeah, desperately trying to get Roll20 to load any of my handouts. But yeah, so moving forward, we'll have a little bit of an interlude, and then we'll get into our next mystery. Maybe with a different hunter or two in the lineup. Because these fools have exhausted a lot of their advancement options. So we're going to be getting some fun new people in here. But at the end of the session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Do we conclude the current mystery?
Yerp.
Yes.
Almost without anyone getting hurt. It's the closest anyone's ever gotten. I can't believe you've done this. Out of all
We're really
the things
good at this, guys.
Out of all the things I thought would happen, that wasn't it.
At the same time, you have to have those goofball episodes, where it's just,
Yep.
yeah, we got this, and it's done. So
It was a
beautiful.
good plan that you came up with,
You-
Travis.
It's a good
I'm not
plan.
going to tell you no. Like,
It's a good plan.
a good plan. All right. So yes, did you save someone from certain death or worse?
I mean, Sal would have been chewed to pieces if they hadn't stepped in.
Potential someone's. People are already getting
Yeah.
hurt by this thing.
Eventually, it was probably going to get to a point where people will...
Yeah, I don't really like to intervene in these, but it could have gone really bad. So absolutely. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Dolpa.
Dolpa.
Alpha nightmares.
Dolpa.
Not
Not
the
a dopa.
Not the Dolpa.
All right, I'll call it that. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I mean, the existence
We
of a
learned
line, but-
Hector's name.
We learned about a new hunter altogether.
Sally admitted she's actually afraid of something. She didn't tell you what it
Yes,
was.
that is
She
true.
did admit she was actually afraid of something.
That's
It's
true.
actually poodles. That's the whole thing. Is there was no magic.
That's true. You already also have 3, and 3 or 4 gets you the same XP, so I'm not going to belabor the point. So everybody gets 2 XP
Woot.
for this one, as well as whatever failures you rolled, which there was only the one, I think. So an extra XP for Rob
Yay.
High level
good-
up.
for good role playing. Fun stuff. All right. So we will be back 1 week from today on Sunday, October 18th, for the next episode of Slaying 101. Until then, in the meantime, we have a bunch of fun stuff happening this week. Like I said at the beginning of the session, AOS is going on hiatus, but we are still going to be streaming every Tuesday at 7 p.m. With the same crew. We're going to be doing one-shots of different games. We're going to play Overarms this week. So if you liked our premiere, Saturday Night Star Power, and also our last one-shot of it, come hang out because the full rulebook is available now. So we are running on a full tank. That's going to be really fun. We're also going to be doing other stuff in the future, probably some D&D, probably some more masks like we did before. So Tuesdays are still on. On Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, GB is running a zombie apocalypse one-shot. It's going to be really fun. We have a great crew of people playing themselves in GB's house in the zombie apocalypse. So come hang out Wednesday night. Thursday, we will be off, but there's lots of things you can check out on Thursday, including LB Hackamup's channel, where we may be doing some Thursday night terrors. It might not be terrifying, it might just be Monster Prom, but
Please do our Monster Prom, please. It was
It'll be
so good.
terrifying if I end up with Polly again. God damn.
I knew it.
why do you guys hate Polly so much?
She's cool. She goes through walls.
I
Come
love
on.
Polly.
Polly,
She's
guys,
into hard
I'm just-
drugs and murdering people.
Determined to actually succeed at romancing someone in this game because it
Sean
hates
is
me.
0%.
I am
I gotta-
over
You gotta
2.
go with your strengths. If your charm sucks, you can't try to do something charming.
Oh, I know.
So Polly is like every girl I've ever dated. So that's just, I mean, not a thing.
But yeah, so Thursday and then Friday, Neon Souls. Saturday Star Power, in which we're gonna have a couple of guests as well. So coming out with us for all of that. And then in the meantime, a lot of these people have their own Twitch channels as well. We've got Greybeard of Greybeard's Tavern. We've got Bonus Stage Rob or bonus_stage_Rob. We've got LB Hackem Up. Greek Sid is here.
I'm
The
here.
first G in Game Night stands for Greek Sid at this point. It's Greek Sid Game Nights is what's happening. But yeah, coming out with us. And we'll be back in a week. Anything I forgot? Did I plug everyone? All right. Because you deserve it. Follow all these people. Their handles are right below their faces. And we'll be back in a week. But until then, Greek Sid, good game. And everyone else too. And good night, Internet.